What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 5, my Montreal Canadiens franchise mode series. As you can see on the screen there, last year the New York Rangers won the Stanley Cup. Honestly, kind of surprised to see them win. I didn't think they'd be able to rebuild that team that fast, but good on the Rangers. So we made some pretty big moves in the summer. One of them for sure was trading Sam Reinhart for Sidney Crosby. Also, pretty big free agent signing, actually a couple. So I think we have a very exciting team for this year. Honestly, can't wait to get the season started. So first line there, just the classic. We got Duran playing with Barzal and Caulfield. Caulfield's now 88, Barzal 92. They're still getting +1. The second line, though, that's what I'm talking about. We have Mantha, Crosby, Ovechkin. Ovechkin's now 37, Crosby 36. They have gone down in rating. Ovechkin, though, 88 overall. And last year, you guys missed the last episode. He had 66 goals as a 36-year-old. I think I checked it. He needs something like 14 goals to break Gretzky's record this year. So it'd be pretty sick if he does it with us. Playing with Crosby, so I mean, longtime rivals, now teammates. And that line gets a +3, so I feel like it's honestly going to go off. Suzuki playing with Paling, Gallagher, very good third line. Galcall, Thomas, and O'Mara. O'Mara we just drafted, 4th overall, 6 shot. Like, hasn't played a game in the NHL yet. His shots all 90+, so he should be absolute beast. Now, he's on the 4th line because he has depth forward role, whereas Suzuki has 3rd liner. So I feel like even on the 4th line, he should grow, especially because he is on the power play. Clark here, we drafted 1st overall back in 2021, now at 92. The dude's an absolute stud. This is only his 2nd year in the NHL. Playing with Burns there, Pollock, Murray. Slater we traded for as well. Just a good young defenseman. I think, yeah, he was in the 2023 draft as well. 12th overall pick, 80 overall in the draft. So that's kind of nuts. Medium top 4, but really high rating. Bodwin, of course, is super offensive. So, again, I think this is a really excited team. Right there you guys can see Clark's stats. So, potential Norris winner. I don't know about this year, but soon, hopefully. First power play unit there. I mean, it's just stacked. It's just so stacked. Even the second one there, we got Crosby, Duran, Burns, O'Mara's got the 90 shot, both getting +3. Like, our power play should be the best in the league. 4-man gets +1 on each, 1 PK gets +1. Thomas does get -1 there, but honestly for the 3-man, not terrible. Goaltending-wise, finally got a new goalie. Of course, we traded Price. Demko there's our starter. Primo backing him up. I feel like, you know, this is one of the best teams, if not the best team we've had so far. AHL-wise, not too bad. We get +3 on that second line, mostly mid-70s, aside from like the 4th line there. Defense, the Solon guy's actually pretty good, 22, 79, high top 6. Probably makes NHL next year, so definitely gives us some options. Goaltending-wise, 74 overall starter. Svitov here, starter potential as the backup. So honestly, like I said, I'm super excited to see how this team does. I think they're going to be really good. Also, if you guys wonder about captaincy, I'll show that to you real quick. We have Gallagher there as the captain, just longest tenured Montreal Canadian. Duran, Barzal are the alternates. I thought about maybe giving Crosby or Ovechkin an A, but they're both, or I guess Crosby does have 2 years left. Ovechkin, though, just a 1-year deal. I feel like, you know, they're not going to the team for too long, so really no reason. They're just kind of the veteran presence. They don't need the A. We know how good they are. And look at this. Kovalchuk's trying to get back to Montreal. Probably demands a trade in Chicago, but AHL potential, that scares me. Also, like, we already have a good enough team. There's really no reason to make that trade. So, as you can see here, 99 offense. Oh, I love it. 94 defense, 84 goaltending. That's a little bit of a shocker. I feel like our goaltending should be higher than that, but still, a pretty solid team. Is that Jesse Puljujarvi? It looks like Jesse Puljujarvi is Ottawa's best player. So, he was on our team. He dropped from like an 83 to an 82, and like Ottawa should have Shabbat, which means either Ottawa went way downhill, or you know what it is? It's because it's the preseasons, I bet. They're not actually that good, but I have to check this now because I need to see, you know, how good is Puljujarvi. He is an 86 though, so it turned into a pretty good player for them. We just got trade out here, guys, from the Arizona Coyotes. Hartman a 3rd and Ruda for a 2nd, and Puustinen, low top 4D prospect, but as I already said, our forwards are more than good enough, so really no reason to make the trade. Similar trade off for the last one. Colin Wilson a 4th and a 6th for our 2nd. Honestly, though, we're doing fine right now. As you can see, currently 29-1, so playing pretty good. Now, Edmonton wants to give us Jake McCabe and a 3rd-round pick for our 1st, a 3rd, and a low top or a low bottom 6. McCabe's got to be pretty good for them to be asking that. 3 years left there, making 3.2. He's an 82, 8 assists. So, I mean, he's playing on the bottom pair. Honestly, I'm fine with the 2 young guys we have. They're cheap, and hopefully they grow. Now, Arizona trying to give us Gardner for a 2nd. Again, I am fine with this team. I think I might make, like, 1 trade at the deadline if there's somebody really good on the block. Other than that, honestly, I'm thinking we'll just, you know, stay the course. As I say that, guys, Nashville here offers us Ryan Getzlaf, a 3rd and a prospect. For Cappy prospect, a 2nd, a 7th. Getzlaf's got AHL potential now, so very glad I didn't sign him. I know I was thinking about it. Was it last year or the year before? 81 overall. I mean, obviously, 92 points would be good in the playoffs. Still has really good hand. But I feel like we already have a pretty good veteran presence between Crosby and Ovechkin. So at the end of December here, guys, we have 54 points with a 26-10-2 record. Currently 1st place in the Atlantic Division. We are crushing it. That's why I really don't want to make a trade. Ovechkin Dude, this guy is an ageless wonder. 29 goals and 30 assists for 59 points through 38 games. So yeah, he broke Gretzky's record without even, going to the next calendar year. That's awesome. And a pretty big trade just went down. Islanders getting Clefbaum a third and a fourth from Arizona for Nelson in a second. So looks to just be a good old hockey trade. Another big trade just went down between Carolina and Edmonton. Edmonton gets Mike DiPietro, McTavish there, which is kind of funny, going to Edmonton. Wojcicka and a 7th round pick. Carolina gets Nichushkin, Chason, 2/3. So I feel like if Edmonton needs a goalie, they're probably the winner of this trade. And St. Louis here actually giving us a decent offer. Brian Dumoulin and Adam Gaudette for Tampa's first and our second. I'm assuming they're both like 83s for them to be asking that price. Dumoulin 83. Gaudette's an 80. Okay, so Gaudette doesn't make the team. And then Dumoulin is a really good kind of upgrade on our bottom pair, but I'm not sure if they've gone up in rating at all. Even if they haven't, like, we're playing so well. Slater's still an 80. Same with Bodwin, but I'm fine with them, honestly, still. And Calgary just traded a 2nd and a 3rd round pick to Arizona for Dvorak. Also, guys, Kuznetsov in a second to Nashville. Oh, Pittsburgh gets Reinholz. That's huge. So we're currently on lots of trades. Svechnikov is down 83 to Dallas for Verbata and Alexiak. Another trade Detroit does I don't really like. Hopefully beat Calgary here. Oh my gosh. Heinen, Kubalik. Wow, 1st round pick. A couple prospects there going to Chicago. So I'm going to say no to that. We've lost 6 games in a row. Juice, no thank you. We did get 2 shootout losses there at the end, to at least pick up a couple points, but we definitely would have had first in the division by far if we didn't go on a 6-game losing streak. Alex Radulov, AHL potential, not even going to touch that. We were like playing so well. Offering us Getzlav again. And then, yeah, I don't know what happened, but started with Washington there. Ooh, Hronik and Johns. Anderson in a second. If Hronik's actually decent rated, this might not be too bad because he's got 1 year left. He's an 82. I feel like this is another trade I'm going to say no to, and just like I said, look for like a blockbuster at the deadline to really push us over the edge. So, like I was trying to say, guys, started losing there against Washington, and then we lost 6 straight. I mean, if we don't do that, I think we're for sure first in division. Right now, I want to say we're second, but still a good team. 79 points for OV in 62 games at the deadline. We're only 1 point back of the Senators, so yeah. We're still, right in it. Without that losing streak, we're for sure first in the division. I mean, Hurricanes and Stars and Jets all have 80+ points. Those are the teams to look out for. Luckily, 2 of them are in the West, but I'll look at the trade block now again, trying to find just something crazy. So like I've been saying all episode, guys, I was waiting to make a big trade, and I feel like this is definitely one. Jonathan Toews on the block for Chicago Blackhawks, still an 88 overall here at 35 years old. I mean, talk about veteran presence. We got him and Crosby down the middle with Barzal, Ovi on the wing. Defensively, like, I think he'd be our third line center. D-awareness, face-off, stick check, all 93. Like, are you kidding me? Paling as well, they want on expiring deal. He does want to come back, but I'm not too upset if we lose him. Actually, notice here he's got really good physical stats, but again, we're getting Jonathan Toews. We're making a run at the cup this year, so value's also like pretty much perfect. I think it's meant to be. They want Paling, Toews on the block. See what they say. And trade's accepted. So there we go. Again, the great trade for us. Also, too, I didn't even mention I had them retain 50% on Toews' contract, so only costing us 4.4. I mean, look at our center depth there. One thing I actually want to point out before I forget, too, guys. All those times Price wasn't playing well, went down in like rating. Demko has less than a 0.9. Same with Primo. So, like, with the higher scoring, goalies don't do as good. And I think it kind of screwed us there with Price's rating. So like I was saying, guys, we're going for it this year. I saw that Vegas had Cody Glass on the block, 24 years old, 85 overall, making $5 million for the next 2 years. I'd love to trade for him because I feel like he's a really good player, and being on the block's a great opportunity to get him, but especially after getting Toews, like, we just don't need another center, even really another forward. Now, they also have Parayko on the block, 30 years old, 85 overall, 5.4 for 3 more years. Really good shutdown defenseman. Maybe that help out Demko, get his stats a bit higher. You can see his defensive stats there, physical, 93 endurance, of course he's 6'6". I think he's like the perfect guy to trade for our bottom pair. I'm honestly not even going to give up a defenseman, as I really don't know what the future holds, so I want to make sure we keep all of our guys. As you can see here, I'm just giving up draft picks. Our 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 6th in this year's draft, along with Quick here, who's like an okay prospect, 22 years old, 21 overall, low top 6. And it's kind of crazy too. The reason I'm giving up all these picks is because we just have so many. Like, why give up a player when we have an abundance of picks? Keeping Tampa's pick there. I'm hoping we win the cup. Hopefully Tampa's is a lottery pick. Sharks there, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 5th, 6th. Basically bet on ourselves, hoping that, our pick is 31, which means every other pick will be higher each round. So the value looks to be pretty much equal. I feel like they should say yes here. Trades rejected. Sweeten the value just a touch. Okay, we'll take away the 6th and maybe add a 5th. Give them their 5th round pick back. I don't know if that'll be enough to do it. Okay, so not quite enough. We do have a 4th as well. They did say just a touch. So this is 2 rounds up from the 6. And there we go. I think that's an awesome trade. So I'm only making those 2 trades at the deadline, guys. I want to give you an update look at the lines now. Again, I'm very excited to see how this team can do. I feel like we made an already stacked team even better. Keeping the top 6 intact. I thought about maybe moving up Ovechkin because he is, you know, tearing it up right now. 79 points. But I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. Plus that second line. Crosby right now has 65 over point per game. Mantha has almost 70. He's got 69. Nice. I mean, the second line's going off. So clearly that +3 chemistry is just being huge for them. And the first line's also doing pretty solid. I think Barzal there, yeah, is also over point per game. Caulfield's good. Durant's having a bit of a down year, but we can't break up that second line. The third line now also has O'Mara on it. I feel like he had 13 goals, 10 assists playing 4th line. Why not, you know, play him with Taves now and Gallagher? Hopefully he does even better. Dalcol, Thomas, and Suzuki is just such a good 4th line. Like, honestly, that 4th line, minus Dalcol, is just a second line. Like, that's a lot of teams' second lines. They had another, say, 83 guy. Defensively now, too, Parayko on that bottom pair with Beaudoin. I don't know how they're not getting more chemistry. You got an offensive defenseman with a defensive defenseman, and Parayko's like pure defensive defenseman. Beaudoin there, 97 D games, like, you know, definition of offensive, whatever. So only getting +1, but that's okay. Special teams, power play still gets +3 on each. So still, you know, very optimistic that this team hopefully, you know, makes a run at the Stanley Cup. And as I sim past the trade deadline, Rangers traded Ryan Stowe in 3rd and 5th to the Minnesota Wild for McCaution. So the season just ended, guys. We finished the record of 47, 29, and 6. I was hoping we'd hit 50 wins. Unfortunately, finished a little shy there, but still a very good season. 100 points right on. I think we got 2nd in the division. Yeah, 1 point there behind the Senators, who had 101. So we'll actually be playing the Bruins in the first round. Ovechkin, I can't believe it. 104 points in 82 games. 51 goals. So he has another 50-goal season at the age of 37. He actually might even be 38 because I'm not sure when his birthday is. Let me see this here. Yeah, he's 38 years old, putting up 51 goals and 104 points. That is honestly just epic. Now his speed's pretty terrible there, 78. Same with Crosby. They're both slow, but they're playing together. Ovi still has a 6 shot. Crosby, of course, still has like the 99 hockey IQ. Barzal, 91 points. I love it. The only thing I don't like is the fact that he actually needs a new contract, so he's going to want at least 10 mil. Crosby put up 90, 36 years old. I mean, yeah, that third line, second line, Mantha had 88, so Mantha well worth the money. I said best free agent, you know, deal out there. Caulfield, 83. 5 guys, 80-plus points is pretty ridiculous. Durant even still 1 shy of 60. Taves, 52. Burns, 36 there. Suzuki. O'Mara, rookie year, 32. Not too bad. He's playing 4th line for most of it. Parayko actually had 32. That's kind of surprising. And more points than Gallagher's defensive defenseman, but probably played a lot more for Vegas. Let's see. Clark, our rookie, 28. I'd hope he get a bit more. 2-way defenseman. Powerful shot. He's got pretty good hands. Hopefully he can, you know, start scoring a bit more for us. Dalcol still put up 20 points, 4th line, so not too bad at all. Demko, let's see his final stats. I was hoping at least get a 0.9. 0.893 is kind of rough. Like Primo there, 0.894. Goals against, also Primo below 3. Demko, 3.14. So, I mean, the good thing is he was on a 1-year deal. I do not see myself resigning him. His stats, even if we win the Cup, like his stats are not good. Like, I'm thinking, like, how many wins could we have had if he had a 0.91 and like a 2.75 or something? Probably at least 5 more, but overall, you know, can't complain. I still can't believe 5 guys there at 80+ points. Like, that's just unreal. Now, we'll probably lose Ovechkin, as we have to give Caulfield an extension as well. So basically, the $9 million I'm paying Ovechkin will probably go to Caulfield, especially since he's 38, not top 9 potential. I feel like he can't keep doing this, but maybe he's gonna prove me wrong. AHL here, Hill is 54, same with Yolanen. Everybody else under 50, so not too bad. Maybe these 2 guys can be NHL players for us, along with a few others, but I'm really not gonna hold my breath on that one. So we'll check the entire league here and see who led in scoring. McDavid, 112. McKinnon, 107, of course. Kucherov, 106. And Ovechkin there, 4th with 104. I mean, you love it. Hall, Lafreniere, 101. So he's a beast now. 89 overall, too. I thought he'd be like a 90+. Sagan, Stamkos, Landeskog. So lots of 100+ point guys. And McKinnon does win the Maurice Richard there. Ovi's still, you know, 3rd in scoring. And he's got literally, what, a decade on the other 2, so not too bad. Also checking the standings here, as I already said, 2nd in the division, but I feel like you probably finished behind the whole NHL. Yeah, tied with Washington there for 101 points, finished 5th, 7 teams there, 100+. Let's see who finished last. Vancouver squeaks in at 18. I think, were they the team that squeaked in the other time, like 22 or whatever? Last, Detroit. Still haven't gotten out of the basement. 44 points, or sorry, that's 44 losses. They have 65 or 64 points. Devils as well, 65 points. Pretty rough year for both of them. Like I was saying, guys, in the first round, we're up against the Boston Bruins. Obviously, Bergeron no longer on the team. He was on our team last year. DeBrusk is actually up to an 88. It's kind of surprised to see him that high rated. Cole there, first line center, playing with Pasternak. Senishin, Perfetti, 2286 medium elite. I feel like Perfetti should be the first line center. Marchand as well on the second line, so maybe they're just trying to, go for a more balanced approach. Their bottom six is rough. Take out Marchand, our fourth line is about as good as their second line. Defense, Carla McAvoy. Everything else is pretty average. Goaltending, Korpisalo 83, Rask down to an 80. How much money are you still making? 6.6, that's rough. Okay, so throughout the lineup, we're better. Literally pretty much everywhere. They have a couple awesome players, obviously Pasternak being the big one, but I definitely like our team. I would take our teams every single time. So hopefully we can win this rivalry matchup here. First game's at home as well, so in front of the Bell Center, we got to pull out a win. I always love to win the first game, because, just start off on the right foot. So here we go, first game, first period. There we go. Gallagher, Crosby gets 2. Second period, Clark, O'Mara, Bjork for them. Oh, they do get 2 in the third, luckily, though. Had a big enough lead, didn't matter. So 5-3 lead now. If we can take both in Montreal, that'd be awesome. Here we go, guys. Game number 2. First period. No score. Second period. 1 goal. Wow. And we get 1 from Ovechkin, but not enough. They get 2 more. So 3-1. I was going to say, I think in the first period, we outshooting them like double, 14-7. Unfortunately, I guess Korpisalo had a big game for them, but that's all right. So here you go, game number 3 now. Hopefully, you can get the series lead back. There you go. Crosby, Clark. Love seeing Clark play well. Nothing in the second. And third period there, Mantha puts one past Korpisalo. 3-0 lead. Great seeing Demko get a shutout. Hopefully, he's a bit better of a playoff goalie than he was in the regular season. I mean, right now, he's only letting 4 goals in 3 games. So that is pretty good. I don't know what the goals against average is there. It's about 1.33 probably. Quick math. So hopefully, we can keep it up. Game 4, 1-1 Suzuki Marchand. Second period, wow. I jinxed Demko. Down 5-2 though. Never say never. Okay, never. Bjork gets 1, 6-2. That's alright. I guess we were due for it. Because, Demko's playing pretty unreal there. Hopefully, best of 3 now. We can just win this thing. I see LA sweeps the Flames over in the Western Conference. I think everyone else is still playing though. Game 5. There we go. 2-1 lead. Crosby, Thomas. Who's that? Caulfield, let's go. And nothing in the third, so we hold on there. 3-1 lead. Again, another pretty solid game from Demko, so we'll say that one's an outlier. All we got to do now is win one of the next 2. I think, did we lose? Or no, we won 1 and lost 1 in Boston. So, say we have about a 50-50 chance here to win this game. Game number 6. Here we go. First period. Oh, man. Boston is hot at home. 2 goals from Coyle. Okay. We're making it a game. Suzuki, Burns, I think that's his first playoff goal. Duran, O'Mara. Perfetti gets 1, so down by 1. Whole period left, though. Let's see what happens. Caulfield gets another. Unfortunately, Hayden scores. So, good effort making that comeback in the second period. Unfortunately, I fell a little bit short. All right, this team, the Boston team, I respect them, but our team is too good to get bounced first round, especially after adding Taves, Parayko. Like, come on. Been pretty good so far at home. Knock on wood. I don't know if you guys heard that. Here we go. Game 7. Nothing in the first. Wow, 2-2. Pasternak, Duran, O'Mara, Bjork. So I guess resume here. Game. Oh, Ovechkin, let's go. From like the far board. Caulfield as well. The snipers are getting out. They're just shelling Korpisalo. Come on, kill it off. We got a good PK. Oh, as I say that, McAvoy PP goal. About half the third. Come on. Come on. You let in 1 last time. There we go. Killed the second one off at least. 4-3. We got to hold on here. I just noticed 42 shots to 25. Duran. Shots don't matter though. Demko's playing well and the boys in front of him. They're finding a way. Duran again on the empty netter. Let's go. So pulled off the Game 7 win there, 6-3. Moving on to the second round. And the second round, guys, are the rival matchup here with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And their team's actually looking pretty interesting. They got captain on the first line, is 87, with Tavares and Marner. Marner's now at 94. I can't believe that. I think that's the highest I've ever seen him grow. And I clicked on it too. He actually ended up having franchise potential. I boosted him from medium elite to high elite, and then he played so well. He grew to franchise, so that's kind of unreal that he's the best player there. Nylander 88, Matthews at 91. Actually, he dropped then because Matthews has high lead as well, and he dropped to medium. So kind of interesting how Marner grew. Matthews dropped. Janssen on that line, Engvall, Arguchentsev, Williams, Hadfield, Robertson, Grimaldi. So pretty good team. Lodrigan and Sandin both end up being 85s. They got Vatten in there, Kotkinen, Corral. Riley, of course, at 91. He's solid. Anderson 86, same as Demko. Wool there, Wall, 79 backup. So I mean, their top 6 is insane. I would say it's the closest to ours yet, but Janssen probably puts them below us because I think ours is better if you added up all the ratings or whatever. So I still like us. Defense-wise, I like us a lot. Then goaltending, I'd say, is pretty fair. Crosby there actually playoff leading score 8 points in 7 games. So this should be a good matchup. This should be a good one. Hopefully we can stop that Toronto offense. They actually won their first series in 5, but we have the home ice advantage, which was nice to see, so they were a wild card team. Here we go. Down 2-1. Pollock for us. Come on. Not looking good. Matthews, Marner, Nylander, the 3 kids. And third period, we actually get 3. Wow. Crosby, Caulfield, Suzuki, unfortunately. Tavares there at the dagger. So we lose that one 6-5. I thought we were going to be out of it anyways. So the fact we pulled it close is nice to see. We did that, in a couple Boston games as well. So teams got fighting them. Hopefully can answer back here. Second game at home. If we go down by 2, definitely not a spot we want to be in. Second period, there we go. Barzal and Mary each score. They get 2 though in the second. Tavares and Marner. Need a big third period here. Wow. Kapanen and Nylander. Parayko actually gets 1 for us. So again, another 1-goal loss in regulation. Obviously, no OT point or anything in the playoffs. So it sucks. Like, we're in these games so close. And, to go on 2, kind of just terrible. But hopefully we can do what they did to us. Win 2 away games back to back. There we go. 2-1. Mantha, Caulfield, Matthews for them. And we get another one there from Ovechkin. Hold on. And there we go. Liljegren gets 1. Luckily, actually able to pull off Game 3 win. So far, the away team's been the victor. Hopefully we can keep that going here Game 4. And then we'll switch it back and make the home team the one that wins more games. So here we go. Game number 4. No score in the first. Second period. There we go. Ovechkin, Mantha. I think Mantha just gets tipped. Ovechkin snipes one top of the blue line. And wow. Huge third. Or is that that's the third period, right? Or is that the second? I don't know why I just blanked. Crosby, Ovechkin, O'Mara, Tavares, Riley for them. Okay, yeah, that was the third period. I just had short-term memory loss. Like, that was insane. I don't know how I forgot, but 5-2 win. Let's go. So the boys do answer back. Tie the series up 2-2. Heading home now. We got to at least get 1 win in front of the hometown fans. Game number 5. We got the momentum. Come on. Nothing in the first. 2-2 after 2. Burns, Caulfield for us. Let's keep it going here. Wow. Matthews. Game winner, 3-2. So again, 5 games so far. 1-2 in Toronto, and lost 3 at home. All 3 at home. 1-goal regulation losses. Like, could not be closer. Hopefully, can keep winning in Toronto. Come on. Got to find a way. There we go. 2-1 lead. Barzal, Crosby, Vatanen for them. 3-3 now. Tavares, Janssen, Gallagher for us. Playoff hopes are on the line. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to sim it. Oh my god. Nylander, Robertson, Janssen. 6-3 loss to the Leafs there, round 2. First game we lost not by 1 goal. I can't believe that. Like, yeah, they have a crazy offense, but we had just as good goaltending, better defense, and better offense. That's just unlucky. And this is kind of crazy. The New York Rangers just fired their head coach after winning the Stanley Cup last year. Also, as you can see there, the Dallas Stars actually won the Stanley Cup, Calder Cup champions, Colorado Eagles. I don't even think our AHL team made the playoffs. I totally forgot to check, but I assume if I didn't see it, they did not make it. Let's go. Edmonton picks first overall, so they still have that lottery luck. With the Tampa Bay pick, we jumped from 14 to 2nd. That's insane. I feel bad for Detroit, the last place team. I mean, at least they get a top 3 pick. They could have dropped down to 4. I can't believe that. Like, I looked at number 1, didn't see us, and then I'm like, oh wait, there we are, number 2. 14-2, I think, is honestly the biggest jump I've seen yet. So the fact that it's our pick via trade is amazing. We absolutely fleeced Tampa Bay. New York Islanders there. Like, the biggest moment, of course, would be 15-1, and I've never seen that. So 14-2. That is just ridiculous. We'll check the awards now. I'm feeling good because, like, we had that first round pick, and I was honestly thinking, I'll probably trade it. I didn't really see anybody outside the top 5 that'll be elite. Awesome. That's just so awesome. Crosby there, 14 points, 13 games. He had a good playoff run for us. Actually, let me see, because we did go through 2 rounds. Who actually showed up in the playoffs? I mean, the 2 veterans, Crosby, Ovechkin. I feel like it's got to be the poise. Crosby does 97. He's only got 77 speed, so he's super slow, but he's still turning it up. It has to be that poise. Ovechkin's got 94, but they're not moving around. Like, it's got to be that. Caulfield, O'Mara, Duran, Burns all had 10. Did anyone, like, not show up that should have? No, not really. Everyone that was kind of low scoring was more defensive players or less ice time, so at least everyone kind of did what they were supposed to. Playoff tree here. So Toronto actually lost to Carolina there in 6, Eastern Conference Final. Dallas beat the Avalanche, Canucks, Kings, and then Carolina there in 5 games. I feel like a Dallas-Carolina series, I could be wrong, but Dallas-Carolina Stanley Cup, I feel it would get not a lot of viewers. I could be wrong on that, but just, when I looked at it there, Carolina actually won the President's Trophy, so almost, won everything this year. They were close. McDavid, of course, won the Art Ross, so that's back-to-back years for him. McKinnon, though, gets the Hart. McAvoy, James Norris, okay, nice. McKinnon, Lady Pink, 4th straight years. Geez, he must just get, like, no penalties. He must have the best discipline or something. Sillinger, Calder goes to Detroit. That's pretty sick. Sagan gets Conn Smythe. Binnington with the Vezina. He also got the William Jennings. Muzzin there, Bill Masterton. And he's actually on the Oilers now. Vegas coach, back-to-back years, Jack Adams. You'd never see that. Like, in real life, that would never happen because Jack Adams is literally just the most improved team award, and they gave it to the coach. So to get a back-to-back coach award, very interesting. Unless, like, maybe in real life if you had a terrible team and the GM didn't help you out, like, say Detroit somehow makes the playoffs this year, and then they don't get any better next year and do it again, then maybe, but it'd be such a rare circumstance. Couturier with the Selke, you don't see that a lot, and he definitely deserves it. He's a very good two-way player. McKinnon gets a Ted Lindsay as well, and the Maurice Richard. So yeah, McKinnon had a huge year. We'll check AHL awards here quickly. Team awards. Again, Griffins did pretty well. I don't think we made the playoffs though. So individual awards. Parise in the AHL, most points. Kind of feel bad he's there. Williams MVP. Parise most goals. Sordiff got the outstanding rookie. Hinola, best D-man. Bernier there, best goalie. Shivryov, I hope I said that right, MVP. Beret got the sportsmanship. And I think Santini there, community involvement with Patch as lowest goals against. So pretty, fun year overall. You can't win Stanley Cup every year. We had a good run at it. I thought we had a good shot. But I really like seeing the fact that, Crosby, he's also dropped in rating. I think I forgot to mention that. At the start of the year, he was like an 86, dropped to an 84. Still had 14 points in 13 playoffs games. Still had like 80 points. It's a good sign for things to come, hopefully. And looking at the draft class here, guys, this Chad Sanderson dude, hate that his name's Chad. Unknown, he's supposed to go first overall. Next two are medium elite. I'm sure 4 and 5 are also medium elite. This first guy is actually considered Patrick Kane. Next one, Nick Backstrom. The 4th and 5th, we don't have anything on, so I'll definitely have to do some interviews with them. And look at the retired players now here. Joe Thornton finally calls it quits at 44 years old. That's insane. He's retired as a free agent. 79 overall still, 1629 and 1864. Malkin as well calls it quits on the Washington Capitals. No way he would go to the rival, especially with Ovechkin not even there. Getzlav retires, same with Bergeron, Eric Stahl, so lots of like the 2003 class. Blake Wheeler, Jovelski, Parise, of course, he was in the minors, so that's going to happen. Carter, Stastny, Koivu, like, geez, so many guys that are just kind of mainstay NHLers right now. Giordano there as the Boston Bruin. Wow, Radulov, Lucic, Brassard. Okay, let's see, any big name goalies? Pecorine, that's a pretty big name. Same with Jonathan Quick, Ryan Miller, Dubnyk, Varlamov, Grice. So we're getting to that point now where, legit NHLers start to retire. So at the draft now, guys, we'll see how good that first overall pick is. 82 overall, medium elite, not too bad. So like I was saying, I did interview the 3rd and 4th guy, but honestly, like, they look decent. This guy didn't have a similar style. NHL ready. You can see he's got all A's there. That would be pretty much the same as Latin here, but similar style. Patrick Kane tells me hopefully he's like a really good player. I know the one dude, I think it's Hutchins, considered a grinder. Definitely not taking a grinder, 2nd overall. For me, the guy compared to Backstrom's not too bad. I kind of like Saunders, though, or Latinen. And I feel like, I don't know, the next Patrick Kane's hard to pass up on. Plus, Central Scouts, too. I'll trust Central Scouting. Hopefully, he's the right pick. 80 overall, medium elite. Okay, so let's see. Was he the right pick at 2? And Enqvist, 79. So far, so good. Hutchins, 74 grinder. I knew he was not the right pick. He should have been 5. They messed up, New Jersey. Saunders, 78. Okay, so yeah, 8 overall, medium elite. We made the right choice. And really just realized, guys, getting a Finnish sniper 2nd overall after jumping up in the draft is pretty similar to Winnipeg jumping up, getting Laine. So hopefully he can be the next Patrick Laine. Our next pick here, guys, is number 41 in the 2nd round. Like, Couture here has 3/4 medium elite, which is pretty good. But I actually saw this guy, Comrie, 50-50 franchise. I guess we could easily trade back in the draft to try and take him. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take Couture, and then we'll trade back in to try and get Comrie. Medium top 6. For an early 2nd round, that's still not even too bad. Probably try and get, like, I don't know, the first pick of the 3rd round to get the other guy. Alright, guys, so try and get Detroit's 3rd round pick here, offering them our 4th next year and San Jose's 6th this year. That looks pretty close. Trades rejected. I kind of figured they're going to say no. Honestly, I'll give him a 5th this year as well. If that guy is even a medium elite, or even a medium top 6, honestly, in the 3rd round, it's worth it. Trade rejected, really. I tried offering them a bunch of picks. They kept saying no. It's come down to my 2nd next year for the 3rd this year to try and get this guy. But I mean, 50-50 franchise. We have to risk it. I feel like they should say yes to this, and they do. I mean, yeah, even if they finish last, we finished 1st. It's a 1-pick difference. Hopefully that guy's still there. They're picking 63, and I believe he's supposed to go like 67. Guaranteed low top 4 there is not too bad. He is there. Melvin Comrie. I doubt he's franchised. I'm curious to see what he is when our scouts are like, oh yeah, 50-50 chance he's franchised. What is he going to be here? Medium elite, 71 overall. Okay, that was definitely worth the trade. That's a sick pick. This is like, we had a couple rough drafts. 80 overall medium elite, followed up by a 71 medium elite. We also had a medium top 6 in the second round, so this is sick. Our next pick, guys, number 22 in the 5th round. Hopefully, can find another dime in the rough. Guaranteed low top 6, guaranteed fringe starter. That's not too bad, really, for either of them. Backlund, though, 50-50 medium elite. We've been hitting pretty good so far. Let's take a chance here. Medium top 9, definitely could be worse. And we're actually picking again, just like 3 picks later. Is one of the, I think both guys we're looking at are gone, the guaranteed fringe starter. I'm going to take a chance on Zaitsev here. They're pretty sure he's low elite. Even if he's low rated, that's still worth it for me in the 5th round. Low top 6, 57 overall. That's not too bad. Alright, so the next pick here, 100%, just because this guy's last name. Book Boom, I think is how you'd say it. Completely unknown. Please don't suck. Fringe starter goalie. Okay, that's actually not too bad. We were considering taking a fringe starter earlier. Arizona's offering us 2 7th here for a 6th. Honestly, there's like no one I see, so they're both next year. We'll take that. Ends our draft, but like I said, our draft was insane. Alright guys, so I have to re-sign my associate coach here, and I just realized I think I messed up. I promoted the assistant coach to be our head coach. As you can see, he's got decent stats, but he's gotten better. Because looking at him, like, my head coach is supposed to have A+ coach influence. That's the associate coach there, with the A+ special teams as well. So he could be so much better if he actually had been the head coach the last couple of years. I can't believe I made that mistake, and I can't believe I'm just noticing now. So I'm firing the head coach, especially... are you sure? Yeah, I'm firing him, because you know what? We should have made it past the 2nd round. And so this guy, I'm actually going to make the offer of head coach, 4 years. Make sure he stays with us. I think 1.5 or whatever. Especially for how good he is really good. That'll take us to like the end of the franchise. So we're at the re-sign phase here, guys. As you can see at the bottom there, the salary cap's up to $98.3 million. We have almost 27 in cap space. Barzal needs a new deal. Doesn't want to come back. 93 overall now. I'd really like him to come back. 11.6 million. That's like half of our cap space. Also, too, below him there, Mantha's now a 91. Like I said, unreal year. I wish we locked him up longer. Although I think that would have cost us more money. But awesome to see him grow. Coffin needs a new contract as well. Ovechkin, like, he's coming off a 51 goal campaign, but he's 38 with top 9 potential. I just don't trust it. Like, if he takes a big hit, it's a lot of money wasted. He wants 8.3 there. Taze was a rental. We have Thomas behind him. Still Crosby's on the team, so Taze, I think, unless he's asking for some like crazy cheap contract, 5.8. That's actually pretty good. But I think I'm still going to say no to Taze. Actually, 5.8 million, that's pretty fair, I think, for him. He's also got elite potential still, so he shouldn't lose his rating. And he's an insane third-line center. He still has his speed, defensive stats, everything's just good all around. Honestly, Ovechkin, the top 9 scares me, the 9 million we need for Caulfield. So Ovechkin, I can't believe I'm saying no, but I'm going to say no to him. Caulfield we have to bring back, because Caulfield's like the next Ovechkin. 9.9 for 7. Wow. I'm going to try offering him 9.25 for 5 and see what he says to that. Jonathan Taze, again, I feel like he's just such a good third-line center for us. And that's pretty decent money. 1 year I'd prefer. He actually is cheaper on a 1 year. Okay, so that's less risk. Let's try 1 year at 5.5. I think that'd be a really good contract. Looking through it here, guys, I feel like we're definitely going to have to start shipping some people out. Gallagher actually dropped in rating to an 83. I know he's the captain, the heart and soul of this team, but 83 making $6.5 million. Definitely going to try and trade him. He had an okay season, 28 points. I think it's probably because he was playing third line. Didn't have a lot of special team time just because there's other more offensive players. Sucks to see him drop, but because of that, yeah, we're going to have to trade him. Robert Thomas, with Taze on the third line center spot, he becomes the fourth line center. He's too good for that. He's only got 79 faceoffs, so I feel like he's probably going to be a third line winger. Maybe him and Suzuki play with Taze. And then even after them, we still have O'Mara's down 83. He's a 6 sniper. The guy we just drafted, Latinen, also has a 90-plus shot. Like, they're pretty much the same player. Right wing, shoot left. Latinen honestly might be in the AHL just because we have too many NHL players. So, Burns as well, $8 million here, 1 more year. He's an 84. Could buy him out for 2.6 for 2 years. Or we could probably trade him. 50% retained, save $4 million this year. And then the whole cap next year. Even Pollock as well, $6 million for 85. Maybe look to trade him just because we do have some defensive depth. Obviously, trading for Parayko. Bodwin dropped to a 79. He's still not bad. I think Solon probably grows. Slater there as well with scratches in 80. So we have a lot of options here. But definitely have to try and trade some guys away. And having said that, too, guys, looking at the goaltenders, Demko, like I said, he didn't do good enough to keep him, so we need to sign a starting goalie. Defense is all locked up. I want to see what Solon wants. Okay, good. So that's actually an awesome contract. 3 years. I'm going to offer him like 900K because I think he'll be in the NHL by that point, which will obviously be a great contract for us. And then forwards, we have to see how much money we have left in terms of signing Barzal. And the AHL associate coach isn't happy coming back as the associate coach, so screw him. The head coach, or the new head coach, is accepting. That's awesome. I think he'll be really good for the team. I saw his stat camera. She was also higher. Scout there accepts. Taze accepts. Again, I think $5.5 million. We just got the best third-line center in the league. Why would you not do that? Caulfield says we didn't give him enough money, which I kind of thought would be the case. And then Solon there renewed his contract. That's awesome. 3 years, 900K. Again, he grows to like 81. That's such a good deal. I'm going to try offering Caulfield 9.4 here for 5 years. I feel like he should say yes to that. That leaves us with $13 million for Barzal. That's before that we trade away anybody. I think, you know, Pollock, Burns might both be traded, as well as Gallagher. So we're looking at potential like $20 million in cap space. So we can trade away all those guys. Barzal, he doesn't want to resign though. So like, we can give him what he's asking for. He's going to say no. And there we go. Caulfield did accept his offer. And Barzal, yeah, rejects, wants to test free agency. And it's stupid to like make him not go to free agency because literally there's never a time I've seen where they ask for more in free agency. They always ask for less than what they're asking you for. So might as well just let him go and try and sign him that way. Next year, I'll just make sure we sign all the good AHL players, then we'll get 2 free agency. So next year, guys, we're going to check free agency. Also, all the AHL players made offers unsigned. I still can't believe Barzal left us, but yep, he's the top player, wants 11.8. So I think he was asking us for 11.3, but he also rejected the 11.3. Probably would have rejected 11.8 as well. I mean, Matthews is there. We could sign Matthews. He's actually 26. He has 1 year left to grow. 2 overall below Barzal. Larkin is also a free agent, 91. I mean, I'm a big Larkin fan. But Colson is an RFA. Ovechkin wants 9 there. Dylan Strome, 27.88, $9 million. So we don't have to go with Barzal. Obviously, before we make any offers too, probably have to figure out the situation in terms of the guys we can trade away. Also, goaltender we have to sign. Can't forget that. Askarov's an RFA. Matt Murray, 7.3 for an 86. Hellebuck, 7.2 for an 88. I like Hellebuck a lot. I think Hellebuck's what I want. So that gives us about $5 million, but like I said, I plan on trading away some guys. So Hellebuck's going to be the goalie we go for. Let's check 2 ways, see if there's anyone crazy potential again. What? Okay, he's a RFA. This is the guy that didn't get signed last year. Can I give him a one-way deal and like steal him? Oh, let's go. Let's see. What's the max I can do without giving up picks? I'm assuming they're going to match that, but if they don't, they're just idiots. Also, Rodin here, free medium starter goalie, 1952. Take that. Also, Colton Ellis here is a pretty solid goalie. 23 years old, 78 overall, medium fringe. Chances are he'll be like a backup, in which case, you know, hopefully we get him on a good contract. So, I'm going to make him an offer. I feel like he could be the AHL starter. Our starter's not that great. He's like a 74, so I'll see if I can trade him away in some deal, especially if we're able to get Rodin and Alexandrov. And checking out two-way skaters now, there's this Morozov guy, 1955 low elite. Again, if you can get a decent prospect for free, why not? McCardle, 2277 medium top 6. Again, we'll try and steal him here. Can we do this? I think we can. I'm assuming they match. If they don't match, it's just kind of like, thank you very much. I've seen there's actually a couple more guys here. Morris, 2169 low top 6. Make him an offer, try and get him for free. If we get all these guys, we're going to have to trade away people just for the roster spot. Same with Ryan, 1955 low top 6. And honestly, I'm looking at the players here too. I like all of them. Or I guess Bach is 2578, it's not that great, but Sanika 2581, I'm gonna give them all the 1 year 1.225. I think that's the max actually. Let me see if I can push it a bit. So it looks like the max for no picks is 1.55 million. Sanika 2581. We actually need a 4th line center, so would love for him to come in. That'd be awesome. And then Amirov and Gunler, they're probably like really good AHL players, so I'm thinking for them, I don't know if I want to do 1.5 because it's $1 million. I mean, I don't know if it's really wasted, $1 million, but we get like a good player, so I guess, yeah, we got to put the pressure on them. $1 million where we steal 2 good prospects. I think that's worth it, so we'll do the max there again. There's also a couple of solid defensemen here, especially Wellwood, 2070, low top 4. He's really good. Gonna make him a max contract. Hobbs is okay. Might never grow into anything, but probably has decent value as a trade piece. So I think we just made offers on like 12 guys. If they all say yes, we definitely have to trade away people. So let's go try and get some salary shed, as well as get rid of some of our bad contracts. And like I was saying, guys, next year trying to get rid of Brent Burns' contract. He's a decent defenseman right now, 84 overall, making $8 million, just way too much. LA has a ton of cap space, trying to get Kaliev back, 2381. Could end up being a decent player for us, so we can get something as well as shed the cap space. Why not? Also, I need a third-round pick there. Which, you know, they want both things. Value's on our side. We'll see what they say. Trades rejected. You need to sweeten the value just a touch. I was actually going to change the third to a second if they said no, but maybe we can just do, like, I don't know. I'll give them all 3 7-round picks. You know, 3 7s is usually lucky. See what they say now. Trades accepted. There you go. Like I was saying, guys, because we made so many contract offers, we have to trade away some contracts. All these guys are our worst, but they're not honestly terrible. Like, we actually have a decent just pool of prospects. Like, 2470 medium top 6 is probably going to be a bust. 2268 medium bottom 6. Again, none of them are bad, but they're all just kind of average. I don't really see them panning out. Best case, you know, they're a 4th liner, maybe a bottom pair D. So we can trade all these to Vancouver, who has a ton of contract spots open, for a couple thirds. I feel like it's a great trade for, you know, a couple of reasons. See what they say to this. Trade accepted. I was actually originally going to ask for 1/3. The value didn't look like it was enough, so 2/3 for that's pretty nuts. Next year I'm trying to trade Brendan Gallagher to shed another $6.5 million in cap space, so we'll have about $25 million. We can definitely get Hellebuck and one of the big name free agents. Trying to trade him to Minnesota, who's a rebuilder, but they want him, so their second round pick could be an early second rounder if they say yes. Value's on our side, so hopefully they'll make it go through. I must have clicked the wrong button there. Let me try this again. And trades accepted. So there we go. Gallagher for a second. Definitely selling a bit low, but we needed to shed the salary cap anyway. And if it's an early second, it could be a really good deal for us. Next year, guys, I'm actually trying to flip Minnesota Wild's 3rd round pick to get our 3rd round pick back, because there's an RFA who I'll make an offer sheet on. LA doesn't have it on the block, but hopefully, because they want the pick, they'll say yes. And there we go. Okay, hopefully the RFA does say yes too. So I'm back to looking at free agents, guys. Obviously, the first thing we have to do is sign a goalie. We don't have a starting goaltender right now. Connor Hellebuck, 31.88, wants 3 years, 7.2. I feel like that's perfect. Tilly's 34. I'm going to offer him 7. I was going to do 7.5. Let's do 7.65. That way, if anyone else has 7.5, hopefully we outbid them. And that'll be like the best goal we've had, you know, since Price's, I think, first season. And then, of course, like I said, I want to get a big name free agent, because after that, we still have about 19 million. Barzal's the best one, 93 overall. Obviously, he just jumped up to 93. 91 points last year. I don't know. I'm torn here, because I liked him on our team, but I am a little annoyed that he decided to go to free agency. And it also sucks because I met him in real life. He's a cool guy, but in game right now, I don't like his choice to go to free agency. So honestly, I think we're gonna go a different way. I'm thinking either Matthews or Larkin. Matthews an extra 400K. Let me see kind of what do you have. What was that? 79 points last year. Larkin had 73. And then obviously Matthews is a sniper. Larkin's a playmaker. Larkin's a bit quicker. Both have good defensive stats. Matthews a bit better hands, better shots. I don't know. I mean, Matthews has 1 year left to grow. That might be the difference. He's 26, so he could potentially get up to, say, a 92. He has a sniper, though. I don't know if that will fit, because we have so many snipers already. We have Caulfield, we have the 2 Finns. Do we bring Larkin to Montreal, or do we bring Matthews? Because that would just kind of be hilarious to have Matthews on Montreal Canadiens next after, you know, having Bergeron. Oh, man. All right, guys, after saying all that, I think I am going to make an offer on Barzal, just because he's the best player. Costs $1 million more than Matthews, and I think Matthews being a sniper won't have as good chemistry. And I do like Larkin, but Barzal is better. It only costs, you know, an extra $1 million. So if we miss on Barzal, hopefully Matthews or Larkin is still there. Pittsburgh's interested. We're going to do 12.5, which is such, that's McDavid money, but obviously down the road there's more money to be spent. Plus, he's almost McDavid's rating at 93, so 12.5 million. I believe this will all work out in terms of cap space, as well. We're going to make that RFA offer on the defenseman. The best one available, actually, is Sexton here. 87 overall. The defensive market is definitely not as good as forwards, but Sexton, 22.87, wants $6 million. I'm going to offer him 7, which I believe will cost a first and a third. It's like the max you can pay for a first and a third. So, yeah, I might as well just keep doing it until we can't. I think $7,075,000 is the max we can do for a first and a third. So we'll make that offer. I think it's Pittsburgh who has to match it. If they don't, I mean, we bring in a first-line center, a top-pairing D-man, an elite starting goaltender. Not a bad free agency after a pretty awesome draft. And a trade just went down between Arizona and Tampa Bay. Tampa gets Jake Gardner in a third. Arizona gets first-round pick and kid, 70 overall prospect. Waiting to hear back from all those young players as well as the big names we made offers on. D'Angelo there actually goes to Boston for 2 seconds. Pretty good trade. Hobbs decides to accept. Look forward to making an impact on the team. Defense, I think he was a low top 4 guy. Ryan accepts. I don't remember all of them. Like, good for the franchise. Same with Morozov. Obviously the goalie. The one goalie was medium elite. Rodin, was it? I think it was Rodin. I don't want to say it was him. If both goalies accept, then, you know, we're good either way. Decided to accept your offer as of now. It's to Nika. That's awesome to see. Same goes for Rodion Amirov. Colton Ellis accepts. We have our AHL starter. Forgot to actually trade our present AHL starter. I gotta go do that quick. Noel Gunler accepts. Same with Alexandrov and McArdle. So Wellwood there accepts as well. Let's go. And we actually have a chance. Yeah, I'm going to go make sure like we have enough goalie spots and Hellbeck doesn't say no because of that. And looking at our goalies right now, guys, Rodin is not the medium elite. He's the medium starter, but still for free, pretty good. Next year we're going to trade Coy because Ellis is the new starter. You're younger, 4 overall higher. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Someone like with contracts like Buffalo will probably take him on. They only have 2 goalies, a 76 and a 70. That is rough. Like, what are you doing? 6th round pick for free. I feel like they might do this. Trade rejected. Alright, never mind. Maybe they'll do the 7th round pick, and we can also give them a 7th rounder. Say next year they want it. This should happen. There we go. And a big trade just went down. Detroit getting a 1st round pick in exchange for LeBanc. I remember actually when they traded for him. So they went from being a kind of rebuilder to playoff team back to rebuilder. That was quick. Vancouver matched our offer to Alexandrov, $1.225 million. I believe he actually was the medium elite goalie. Actually, maybe he wasn't. I need to remember these names. Hellebeck, are you kidding me? Went with Columbus. Appreciate your offer. I offered him, I thought, enough to get him to sign. Barzell comes back. I just wanted to, hear offers from all the other teams, but I'm happy to have him back again. Met him in real life, cool guy. Sexton accepted as of now. Hellebeck, though, that was the most important one. These guys matched our offer to Matthew McArdle, so all like those good prospects we kind of gave the most money to without giving up picks. Everyone's kind of saying yes. Boston also chose to match. I was hoping he could be our 4th line center. So we still need a goalie. We'll see what's out there. We have to assume, yeah, what do we have? 4.4 million they're saying. That's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Now, I think we actually have more money than that, but because we have still like RFA offers out, it's saying we have less. I feel like Sorokin could be a decent option. His stats don't look too bad. Or we make a trade. So yeah, we'll wait till we have a bit more money and then see what happens. And again, right there you can see Noel Gunler offer sheet matched by the Oilers. So yeah, all those solid prospects. No team's gonna let them go for free, which I respect. And there we go. We now have $6 million. So I guess Ilya Sorokin. It's either that or we make a trade. I'll see if there's any decent goalies out there for trade. If not, we'll sign Sorokin. So I was looking for a goalie, guys, and check this out. Hellebeck signed for less money with the Columbus Blue Jackets. We offered him $7.65, and they're a contender, same as us. Like, what the hell? So next year, guys, we're trying to go out and get our starting goaltender. Askarov, here's an RFA, unsigned on Carolina, on the block, 8 overall, 22 years old. Obviously, he's the Russian that's going to go this year in the 2020 draft. Offering them Lakacher, 18 years old, 61 overall, medium top 6. Korolev, I think we just signed, low elites, 21-64 is not too bad. He's a sniper. We already have a bunch of those. 1st rounder in 2026 and a 3rd rounder in 2025. Obviously, got really lucky this year. I feel like we can afford to trade away, a couple 1st round picks here. So we'll see what the Carolina Hurricanes say. Trades rejected. I just switched the 3rd round pick for a second. We have 2. See what Carolina says now. And trades accepted. Okay, so a 1st, a 2nd, a top 6 prospect, a low elite, but we get an elite goalie, and he's one that's actually young, so I really like that trade. And look at this, guys. The St. Louis Blues have decided they're not willing to match your offer of $7 million to Carson Sexton, so we get an ace on overall D-man. Now, Rodion Amirov, actually, Chicago, I think it was, did match, but still, Sexton was the big one we wanted, and that is awesome. Also, too, because Amirov, he had decided to stay with Chicago, we now have $8.3 million in cap space. Again, like I thought, it was kind of all tied up there with those offers, but Askarov, I think, wanted 7.5 for 2. I want to make sure no one makes him an offer. 22, like, I wouldn't mind. Get him long term. 5 years, 8.2. Might as well do 2 years here while he's still cheap. 2 years, $7 million. See what he says. And there we go. Askarov accepted our offer. That's awesome. Also, too, guys, I was just looking at Crosby there. Totally forgot to show you. He was an 84 during the season, but then after the playoffs, he actually jumped back up. I was going to say to an 86. Now he's an 87. So he was 86 end of the playoffs. Midway through the summer, he's now an 87. Still has top 9 potential, but I mean, 87 overall for Crosby, I feel fits perfectly. As well, I think the guy we just drafted 2nd overall, we haven't signed yet, but I actually do plan on him. Oh yeah, he'd be in the system. I plan on him playing 3rd line because he's got a 90 shot. I feel like if you just put him out there, he'll score. I'm thinking this is another year. I'm still, pretty optimistic. We should have decent Stanley Cup chances. And Minnesota just traded Jordan Eberle in a 3rd to Dallas for a couple prospects. Again, Minnesota's definitely rebuilding. And now, guys, I'll show you what the lines are looking like heading into next season. As you can see there, team stats is champion. I really like to look at this team again. So, first line there is Mantha, Barzell, and Caulfield. Absolutely stacked. We got O'Mara playing with Crosby and Duran. O'Mara, of course, was the rookie last year. 90 shot, should go off, playing with, a couple good playmakers. Latin, he's the new rookie. I'm hoping he does well. Playing with Jonathan Toews and Robert Thomas. Probably going to turn Thomas to a winger. Then we have Kaliev playing with Suzuki and Delcol. Suzuki here I'm actually going to turn back to a center. Defense, we have Clark playing with Sexton on the top pair. I mean, 21 and 22, 92 and 87. Like, that's insane. Basically have our top pair for the rest of the franchise. Parayko and Murray as well is a really solid second pair, and I think they're both locked up, for the next couple of years. Slater Pollock as well is a good shutdown pair. Goaltending, of course, we have Askarov, our starter. He actually grew. He's down to 89. Primo there backing him up. So very excited to see, how this team can do. AHL-wise, we're not too bad. We're actually getting +3 on this second line. Worst line I have yet. 67, 57, 64, -3. It's the fourth line, though, so I'm like, whatever. The rest of the lines are good. I'm just going to leave it. Solon and Bodwin, both top pair here. I'm hoping they can grow if they have really good AHL years. I'd like them to get up to 80s, just give us kind of more options. If not, they're probably going to get traded. Colton Ellis there's a solid AHL starter at 79. Svitov, hopefully he can keep growing. Again, like I say this every year, or I have been, I think. I don't know if we're cup favorites, but we're definitely, one of, 4 or 5 teams that should be in the running. I'll show you guys these stats here as well. Should have pretty good offense. Yeah, we have, oh my god, pretty good offense. We got 99 offense, defense, and then 86 goaltending. I feel like our goaltending should be a bit higher than that, but still not too bad. I don't know the last time I've had 99 offense and defense, so yeah, this team should do pretty good. Also want to show you guys the captaincy. I wasn't sure if I'd give Barzell's A back after he went to free agency, but I decided to do it. Also, I gave Crosby an A. I felt like we just had to. Took it off Duran, and I actually gave the C to Clark. Of course, he's the first overall French defenseman. I feel like Montreal, if that ever happened, there's no way they don't give him the C just in terms of marketing and selling that jersey. Like, it'd go crazy. So he's also the best player on the team. Him and Barzell, I guess. So I figured it made sense. He gets C, Barzell A, Crosby A. I liked how that looked. So that's going to be it, though, guys, for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up, kind of subscribe. Please do that. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.